Hey YouTube, good day to all. Just want to do some quick shout outs for all my new subs out there. Shout out to Nikki T, Paul G, Lena D, Kevin Slems, Autistic Ninja 08, Ronnie Elam Jr., Jojo, the Nintendo 504. Thank you for your subscriptions. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Please like the video, subscribe to all my new viewers out there, and share the videos if you can. One of the requests I got from one of my recent videos was a request for music streaming apps reviews. I'll be doing that up and coming. I'll keep you guys in the loop on that. I'll be downloading those apps, giving them a full trial, taking a look at their features, their type of data usage, and some of the technical components of those apps. Okay, so I appreciate that. Keep those ideas coming. All right, for some quick hits, let's start with hardware. We have the Moto G5 Plus. A lot of reviews are coming out. People are starting to get these devices in hand. For those of you in the market for a new mid-ranger that operates at a high-end level, the Moto G5 Plus may be something to consider, so be on the lookout for that. The Samsung Galaxy S8 commercials and ads are in full-fledged effect. Looks like if you're watching YouTube, there have been some advertisements for a March 30th release. Some conflicting reports have it at the 29th, so in the next few days we should be getting confirmation on that. With regards to Samsung, it looks like there's also going to be an extended warranty program for the Samsung Guard program. Not sure exactly what that entails, but if you're in the market for a newer Samsung, that may be a feature that may be available to you. From the smartwatches, we have companies such as Movado, Hugo Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, and other fashion companies in clothing lines might be getting into the smartwatch market. Looks like they may be using the Android Wear platform. So if you're in the market for a wearable, a smartwatch, you may be seeing those in the near future. In AT&T news, it looks like AT&T is expanding its fiber internet service. Those gigabit speeds coming to some newer cities. Currently, they're in 51 cities, including San Francisco, New York City, but possibly coming to LA, San Diego, and Chicago, some of the larger markets. So the technology is being implemented and utilized in current large cities, but looks like it's coming to some new ones. Be on the lookout for that. Lenovo's market share looks to be coming up. Sales in the US and Asia are increasing. The Brazilian and India markets are very notable in this situation. For those of you that know Lenovo, it's a Chinese-based company that has a stronghold on laptops as well as computers, but they are the owners of Moto and the Motorola line of phones. So it looks like sales are up for them in some newer markets that they are entering, and that's good to see. Motorola has always been a legendary phone company that I've always appreciated, and it's good to see them doing well. Also in Australia, the LG G6 is being announced for your region. Looks like it's coming to you. So for those of you in Australia, that phone, the LG G6, will be available in your market soon. In Samsung news, it looks like Samsung has some patents up and coming for some thinner camera lenses, potentially the use of a dual camera setup in some up and coming devices. Obviously, it would be what's on the horizon, so possibly the next Note series, or possibly in the other Galaxy models. We'll see what Samsung has in development in the future. Staying in Samsung news, looks like the Note 7 devices that were recalled may be used after all. Previous reports in January and February were reporting that the Samsung Note 7s that were being refurbished would be pushed out to Vietnamese and India markets. Not sure if this is holding true, but it does look like Samsung is considering creating refurbs for rentals, selling as refurbs, and potentially just recycling the parts responsibly. So we'll see what comes of that. Co-creator of Android operating system Andy Rubin and his company Essential are currently developing a new bezel-less smartphones. With the new push for smaller bezels and bezel-less phones, it looks like the company Essential is the next one up to try to develop a similar design phones. We'll see what that phone looks like and if it is marketed and if it makes its way to your region. In other news with Samsung and Qualcomm, it looks to be a reason for the lack of Exynos chips making their way to other smartphone manufacturers. There is an agreement from 1993 in which Qualcomm and Samsung have agreed that Samsung will not push those chips to other smartphone makers. Looks like that's the reason for the dominance of the Snapdragon processors in the American market. Not sure when this patent expires, or this agreement expires, rather. We'll see if anything changes in the near future. The LG G6 has been pushed for safety. I don't know if it's a PR push or a publicity stunt that is coordinated by LG to counteract some of the shine from Samsung Galaxy S8 announcement. We'll see if that indeed is the case, but based on the timing, I don't think it's a coincidence that LG is touting its own safety procedures and testing. In another report for Samsung, it looks like in terms of premium smartphone sales, Samsung is reporting only 30% of its smartphone sales come from the premium segment, which means that they are cognizant of the importance of the mid-range and the budget-friendly market, something that a lot of companies are starting to push for. They realize that not everybody's in the market for a $1,000 cell phone, and I think that's actually good. It creates a very competitive market in the mid-range and the low budget. In other Samsung news, we have a Wi-Fi certification of a Tizen-based smartphone from Samsung. For those of you that are aware of Samsung's operating system Tizen, it has been used in their smartwatches and their fitness bands. However, this phone seems to be using that operating system. Now, it's been speculated that Samsung may be looking to steer away from Android using that open platform operating system. This would indeed fuel that speculation that maybe Samsung is starting that push. I think it's a little early to say, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Also, in S8 news, it looks like the Samsung Galaxy 8 is being finalized in terms of its spec sheet. Most people are corroborating these reports. A 5.8 Super AMOLED, 5.8-inch Super AMOLED screen. It is probably going to be using the Snapdragon 835, possibly the Exynos 8895 chip, 4 gigs of RAM, 3,000 milliamp hour battery. Android's current and most updated system, the 7.8 Nougat, 64 gigabytes of storage, along with expandable storage, 12 megapixel rear shooter, 8 megapixel front shooter. No word on any other features, but that looks to be confirmed. From the software end, looks like the Moto Z Droid and the Moto Z Force Droid are getting their March security patches. For those of you with one of those devices, go ahead and hit the system update button and get those updates to your phone. The HTC One M8 from T-Mobile is getting its Nougat update. So for those of you looking to get that newest operating system, go ahead and hit the update button. For anyone with the Google Pixel and having issues with your Bluetooth connectivity, it looks like there was an update to fix that issue over the weekend, possibly sometime last week. However, it is being reported that you may still have issues with your Bluetooth. If that's the case, be on the lookout for another update to fix that issue. In carrier news, looks like T-Mobile is adding a complimentary AppleCare Plus program to its Jump program. Currently, the plan is $12, and it includes AppleCare. So for those of you with that early upgrade Jump program through T-Mobile with Apple devices, it looks like AppleCare Plus will start to be complimentary and included in that plan. Of course, the Un-carrier has always been able to push promotions to get people to stay with them and take on new ports, so good for T-Mobile. Also, the carrier CapEx investments have been identified. AT&T has $22 billion in their CapEx investments, Verizon at $17 billion, T-Mobile at $5 billion. No note of Sprint, but we all know that Sprint is having some serious financial issues with Radio Shack declaring bankruptcy and some bad investments and the ending of some programs. So look out for AT&T with its high CapEx to start expanding their network, upgrading their infrastructure, and overall improving their network performance. In other carrier news, T-Mobile has changed its prepaid plan platform. It looks like they have added 2 new plans, a $45 and a $55 plan. The 45 gets you 4 gigabytes of high-speed data. The $55 plan gets you 6 gigabytes of high-speed data. No longer offered is the $30 plan, which I believe got 3 gigs of high-speed data. Not really sure, but it looks like that is no more. So you'd have to choose from one of the following 2 options on the prepaid end. From applications, it looks like the Google Play Store is going to have a new segment, the Free App of the Week segment, and looks like they're going to be promoting some type of free app that is, has no charge, possibly pushing out some promotions to certain apps. So for those of you that get bored with Apps Easy and you need something new consistently coming to your phone, look in the Google Play Store for the Free App of the Week portion on the Google Play Store. All right, sorry for the long video. A lot was going on over the last few days, and we wanted to get those updates out. Thanks for watching. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.